Okay, next is songs you were glad they featured. Bohemian Rhapsody is one of my favorite songs, so I'm so glad that Vocal Adrenaline did that one. Come What May, once again, like I said, favorite song from Moulin Rouge. Take Me or Leave Me from Rent. I was really surprised that they did that song. Rachel and Mercedes did it, and they slayed that song out of existence. Like, it was so good, and I love that song. It's great. Anything Goes, which actually Lindsay from the Glee project did that song as a mashup with Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better. That mashup was fantastic, and Lindsay was one of my favorites from the Glee project from the first season, so that was awesome. I'm a big fan of that song. Baby It's Cold Outside, like I said before, that's my favorite Christmas song, and the fact that Clayne did it just made it even better. Cell Block Tango, another Broadway number, that's from Chicago. Fantastic number. I was really disappointed that they didn't do the whole thing. Like, even in, like, the actual MP3 version, it's not the full song, which I was really sad about, because that's such an awesome number. It's so dark and sinister and sadistic and great, and it's awesome. But yeah, even though the context of that episode was, like, not the greatest, like, I really love that they did that. And then Beauty School Dropout, which is a very underappreciated Grease song, and I'm really happy that they actually used that in the Grease episode, with Blaine singing it nonetheless, because Blaine, honestly, Darren Criss did a better job of singing that song than the people who sang it in Grease Live. Like, I think that Darren should have done it in Grease Live instead, if I'm gonna be completely honest. And then songs you wish had been featured. I only have one request, and that is my favorite song of all time, which was Demons. I thought that was like a great song for Kurt's situation in like season 1 and 2, where he was sort of like an outcast and he was like suicidal. I thought that would have been a perfect song. So very sad they never ended up using that. Artists I was glad they featured Michael Jackson, because I, like, worship him. Imagine Dragons, the fact that they did It's Time with the whole cup thing, that was so great. That was another one where I was, like, so surprised when that song started playing. I'm like, oh, it's Time, it's Imagine Dragons, and it was Blaine, and it was, what? And then My Chemical Romance, like, nice, guys. Like, that was when they did Sing, and that was like, what? That just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, nice. Gotta get some grungy emo bands into the mix. But yeah, I thought that was awesome. And then artists you wish had been featured, the rest of my little emo trinity, Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy. I think that Blaine could have frickin' slayed a Panic at the Disco song, because I think he sort of looks like Brendan Urie, and like he could have totally done a Panic at the Disco song. And then also because those songs were like really theatrical, and I think they could have done a really great number with like Irate Sins Not Tragedies, or Ballad of Mona Lisa, or just something totally random and awesome. And then Fall Out Boy already could have slayed a Fall Out Boy song, let's be honest. Like, Fall Out Boy has so many songs, too, like, so many options. Like, Missing You, I think, would have been a great one to use in, like, one of, like, the breakup situations at some point. I really wish they had done Fall Out Boy. Least favorite character, Karofsky. Get out, leave. Now, I honestly wish that character had never existed. Although, I can't really say that, because if Karofsky had never existed, then Kurt never would have transferred, never would have met Blaine. Holy crap, no, stop it. But yeah, Karofsky, I hate him. He messed with my baby penguin, Kurt. Leave my child alone. Like, Kurt is just my precious little cinnamon roll, angel baby child. I love him so much. And Karofsky tried to hurt him. And then he, like, pushed Blaine against the wall. Like, that scene angered me so much. I'm just like, get your hands off of him. Leave him alone. And then the fact, of course, that he came in between Clayne and Sinsick. I just like to pretend that whole Blainofsky situation never happened. It makes me feel a lot better with my life just to pretend that never happened. So. Also, Jake from season 4, I just hated him. He was just a perfect stereotypical womanizer Puck reboot trying to make Puck but can't because Puck is too cool to be recreated sort of guy. Also, Tina, I'm sorry, I hate her so much. Like, ever since season 1, I haven't been able to stand her. And then she just turned into a diva. And then she had her whole crush on Blaine, even though she was well aware that he was gay. Get out, Tina. Then my least favorite season. Okay. So this is kind of hard, actually, because, like, what I put on my list here is season 6. But I also really didn't like season 4. Like, at the beginning of season 6, I was like, I hate this season so much. But then, like, near the end of it, it got, like, better. And then they had their really great episodes, like Hurt Locker Part 2 was fantastic. A Wedding was fantastic. Dreams Come True was fantastic. 2009 was fantastic. So it's like, with those 4 great episodes, I can't really say it. That was my least favorite season, even though they had some bad episodes. Whereas, like, season 4, I thought was just plain bad. And, like, the fact that they didn't even have Klaine interact at all, except for, like, with a couple occasions, which was the Thanksgiving and Christmas, like, they were still best friends. Like, the directors kept forgetting, like, even if they weren't dating, they were still best friends. Like, they were best friends for 5 months before they actually started dating. And, like, I have a hard time believing that they didn't talk as often. And so it's like, I get they had to, like, do screen time, but you could have focused way less on the new people that no one liked. So, yeah, season 6 and season 4, I'm gonna say, because, despite popular opinion, I really liked season 5, okay? Shun me. I loved season 5. I thought they had great music, I thought they had some great storylines, and I just really enjoyed season 5, so, sue me. My least favorite episode. You're gonna think that I'm gonna say the breakup, but no. While as that was a terribly heartbreaking episode, we got the acoustic version of Teenage Dream and the Scientist, so it was my least favorite episode, probably my least favorite television episode of all time, was Previously Unaired Christmas. I hate that episode with a fiery passion. I seriously think I'm that, like, when I rewatch the show eventually, I'm never watching that episode again. Like, that was so bad. And I wish it had stayed unaired, because it was unaired in the first place. Like, that was, like, it was so pointless, and it was very religious, and, like, it was just very, like, touchy on certain subjects that aren't exactly good to release into the public as a television show about, like, teenagers. It was very controversial, and I just really didn't like it at all, and I thought they went too far. It was too far. And even though I'm well aware that it was AU and it was not canon to the regular storyline, I just wish it had stayed unaired, because it was terrible. Least favorite themed episode was Britney 2.0. I don't know, it was, like, did you really have to do another Britney episode? Couldn't you have done, like, a Panic at the Disco episode? Or, like, I saw people saying that they should have done, like, a Beyonce episode. I mean, did we really have to have another Britney episode? Least favorite ship? Jarly, get out. Riley was much better, and joke's on you, Jarly shippers, because Melissa Benoist and Blake Jenner are married in real life now, so. Least favorite plot lines? Okay, I just need to talk about this first one for a second, because I was so genuinely angry when this happened. Rachel leaving Broadway. Okay, Rachel is a stuck-up, self-centered bitch, let's be honest. She has her moments, I don't hate her, but she's self-centered and stuck-up and a bitch. So, the fact that she got all of her dreams came true. She got into the school of her dreams off an audition that she choked on, whereas Kurt did not get in after a flawless audition. I will never forgive them for that, honestly. I was so pissed off that she got in instead of Kurt when she couldn't even get past the first 16 bars of her song. Okay, and the fact, literally all her dreams had come true. Her dream role, and her dream show, and her dream school, living with her best friend in New York, she had everything, and she left it for a TV show. Like, are you actually kidding me? It's like, I really couldn't stand her, but that was the moment where I'm just like, Rachel, I honestly wanted to punch her. Like, I wanted to jump through my screen and just punch her. Like, she gave everything up. She could have potentially ruined her entire career. But in the end, technically it did backfire because her show was terrible and she got kicked out and it went downhill further, but she completely deserved that. And I was so glad because I was just so pissed off at her. Like, do you know how many what people would give to have their dream role in their dream? Like, that doesn't even happen. Like, that literally does not happen. And she achieved that as a college sophomore and gave it up for a TV show. Like, especially as, like, as, like, a person who's in the performing arts, like, I've done acting and theater and singing my entire life, like, I couldn't, like, you just don't understand the frustration of seeing her do that unless you're in the performing arts and you're actually working towards, like, going to schools like that, and working in shows, and, like, it was so frustrating. Okay, then also, clean's totally unnecessary. Season 5, bickering. Like, I loved Season 5, but, like, I can't believe that Kurt was able to live a year with Santana and Rachel. He couldn't even last a few months with Blaine. Like, honestly, like, I get that it wasn't Blaine, it was their environment, and the fact that they were together with Sam and Rachel, and, like, it wasn't a good environment for them. But still, it made me very annoyed that they had to, like, constantly argue about stupid plot lines and dumb things when they could have easily just been happy and wonderful. And, like, don't even get me started on the fact that they broke off their engagement. Like, it was like, I mean, the fandom is in complete agreement on this. They were just out of ideas. Like, that wasn't actually, like, a rational decision that actually made sense. The writers were just out of ideas, and they decided to create some conflict because they didn't want Clayton to be the happy, perfect couple. They already weren't the happy, perfect couple. You could have just left them happy, engaged. Like, the reunion was worth it, but still, it was a very hard time for us Clayners. And then just one word, Blainovsky. That's all I'm gonna say. That is, oh my god, don't even, like, I just, like, when people even mention that around me, I just, like, leave the room. It's like Dan with Hello Internet. Like, you just can't talk about Blainovsky or anything relating Blainovsky, or even say, I'm, like, even grossing myself out by saying Blainovsky right now. I just can't even deal with that. Biggest tears of sadness moment. What, like, if you didn't cry at the end of Goodbye, at the end of Season 3, you have no heart. Like, the Gleeks know what I'm talking about. You know, that moment was so hard for me. And, like, I wasn't even a big Finchel person. Like, no. Then my biggest tears of joy moment, the Klain proposal. Like, you have no idea, I was actually sobbing. Like, everything about that proposal was perfect. Like, yeah, it was cheesy as hell, but it was so Klain. Like, that proposal was the epitome of their relationship. Like, and then, don't even get me started on Blaine's speech, because I have the entire thing memorized. Like, I can do it by heart. That was just, that whole episode was just... Then my favorite friendship, Humbleberry! Oh my god, they're, like, as much as Rachel really gets on my nerves sometimes, like, I would kill to have a relationship like Humbleberry, which is Kurt and Rachel, if you don't, do you even fandom? Because, like, I just thought that they were so great and adorable together, although I also really like Kurt Sadie's, like, in Season 1, they were perfect, but Humbleberry, so cute. Then my favorite Glee Project contestant, this is sort of like outside of Glee, if you haven't seen the Glee Project, I'm like watching it right now, I'm in the middle of Season 2, but my favorite Glee Project, I loved Damien, oh my god, I was so disappointed that he didn't get much screen time as Rory, but like Damien was great. I also really liked Lindsay, and then in Season 2, I really like Ryder and Allie, so it's like ironically all my favorite people were people who actually got into the show eventually, so I guess good for me not being stressed out about that, but yeah, Damien was a sweetheart, and I loved him, and I really wish Rory had a bigger role on the show, even though I know the deal was only 7 episodes, but still, like, Unique got to come back. I was so pissed off about that. Alex only got 2 episodes, and then later on he ended up getting more than a season, and he was a runner-up. He did not win. He did not, that just made me so mad, because it's like, I hated Unique's character, I'm gonna be completely honest, like, I didn't put her on my list, but no, I'm so mad about that. Like, Damien deserved to be in the Season 4 Glee Club instead of Unique, like, yes. I don't understand what they were thinking. So that wraps up my Glee God, this was long. I'm sorry. When I start talking about Glee, I can't stop. Because I just had so many feelings that I just had to let out into this video that I haven't really been able to talk about with, because, like, I have a friend who's in the middle of watching it right now. She's on season 4. I got her into it, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. But, I needed to, like, talk to, like, the camera because I'm finished with it, and I just needed to get out all my unresolved emotions. But yeah, I just loved this show. I loved it so much. This is definitely in my top 5 TV shows, and this is going to be a TV show that I watch in years to come. I'm going to get the DVD set so I can, like, have it forever. Because, like, I've been, like, rewatching episodes when I've had, like, down days just to, like, watch it, because I mean, like, it's a very happy show. Like, it makes you happy. And if you're looking for something in your life, like, a TV show is just gonna make you smile and feel good about things, like, watch Glee. I mean, Glee literally means happiness, and that's what this show is. I mean, it has great characters. I love covers. Like, I love hearing covers, so it was great doing it. It was great watching this. They have a fantastic cast. Like, they have a lot of very lovable cast members. Like, Chris Colfer, I'm, like, in love with him now. I mean, I just watched Struck by Lightning today, which is his original movie that he starred in based on his original novel, if you didn't know that. Fantastic. Like, he is an artist. I mean, he won a Golden Globe. He's a New York Times bestselling author. He has a very successful children's fairy tale series, which I have yet to read. Like, I'm, like, very thankful to the Glee fandom for introducing me to the amazing human being that is Chris Colfer, and also Darren Criss, who was just in Little Mermaid Live as Prince Eric. Like, what? And he's been off and on Broadway. He's been doing the Trevor Project. He was in American Horror Story, which I actually did start watching. Long story with that. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. But, like, I'm just very, like, it's just a very great show with a very great group of people. And though it had its down moments, overall, this show was a work of art. And we're never going to get a show like this ever again. And so I'm glad I was able to experience it. And I'm glad I decided to watch it, because it really did change my life, as much as cheesy that sounds, especially considering that I watched it in such a short amount of time. I just know that this is going to be a show that I'm really going to appreciate years from now, and remember years from now, like, look back on and think about how much I enjoyed it, and just how much it made me happy, because that was the whole point of this show, was to accept differences and love who you are and just be happy about life. And it was great. If you have not seen Glee, watch it. Like, that's the only thing I can say. It's on Netflix, all 6 seasons. That's where I watched it. It's very convenient. If you don't have Netflix, get Netflix. Like, can you even live in the 21st century without Netflix nowadays, honestly? So yeah, if you give me your opinions about Glee in the comments. I would love to talk, because especially if you're a Claner, I don't have any other Claner friends. I mean, I have, like, one, which is not, like, as hardcore as I am. Like, I'm really, like, the only Claner. I just, like, never have friends who ship the same things as me. Like, with Pretty Little Liars, like, all my Pretty Little Liars friends are Haleb shippers, and it just never works out for me. Oh, this is, like, the first show where, like, actually my favorite ship has been the most loved ship in the show. It's very close with Finchel, because I know a lot of people, like, Finchel's a very heavy topic. We don't really talk about that. It's very hard. It's very, very, very hard. But, Klaine is definitely very loved, and it gets more love than it gets hate, even though it still gets a lot of hate. It gets a lot of love, and it changed a lot of people's lives. They won tons of awards for chemistry, and they just, like, Klaine is just a wonderful, beautiful thing. So, give me your opinions in the comments if you watch Glee, and if you haven't watched Glee, go watch it. Although I don't know why you're watching this video if you haven't watched Glee, because I literally just spoiled everything, but, you know. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time. Go buy my book. Links are always in the description. Bye.